Welcome into Picks and Parlays Bettors Edge. We've got Monday Night Football. I'm Hannah Mears. That's Andrew Fillipponi. We've been with you without Craig all week here, but Monday Night Football with Andrew Fillipponi is where you want to be tuning into anyway.
It
is must-see TV right now.
Which I don't get it. I mean, it's really one of the more... I've never had a run like this in my handicapping life, which is now
that's how I
10
feel
plus years.
About my Thursday night picks. I'm almost 70% there.
Yeah.
Same with you on Monday.
So I'm 14-3, which if that's an NFL team's record, they're the number one seed in the playoffs. That's kind of how I look at this. So we've got the Eagles in Seattle. This game got flexed in to Monday night, so which is
Thank
a good
goodness.
thing.
Yes.
Because if it was Kansas City and New England, I would just blindly take the Patriots and probably lose. Okay, so man, this is a tough call. I'm almost I almost want to hear your pick first, if you don't mind, to kind of give me the final word on
yeah,
this.
good luck, because this is why I went with a prop in this one, because this one was such a tough call for me. I really could probably make a strong argument for Seattle at 3.5 in this one, because the Eagles, I feel like, have had a lot of close ones, and they're maybe one or two plays away in a game from losing, and that record being a little bit deceiving, and they've seemingly are hitting a downward spiral at the worst time possible, because they really had things laid out perfectly for them. I could make an argument for the Seahawks here, but I'm not going to. I can't, only because then on the flip side of this is I don't really think that the Seahawks are a team that I'd want to be putting all my money on at this point in the season either. The Eagles sort of need this one, so I think that's why you can make the argument there. So I'm not going to think any way that you go with this is going to be bad. But my best bet of the week is going to be looking toward prop bets with the Eagles offense. A.J. Brown over 81.5 passing yards. He's done this 8 times this season. A.J. Brown over 81.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a gadget play in there for him.
Yeah, right. Hey, crazier things have happened, Travis Kelce. He's done this 8 times this season. The past 2 losses, he did this against good defenses, the Cowboys and Niners. I would say that he walks away with this pretty cleanly. And that's also, so that would be my best bet. But I think you can also make an argument for Jalen Hurts over his passing total as well, which I saw sitting at 250.5. It could be a lot for him because at times this season they've been way under that. But he's done it 7 times this season. After last week, I think he needs a big game. And the Seahawks are bottom 10 in the league in allowing passing yards, so not very good in that situation. So Hurts really could pick apart this defense if he wants to. So with all of that said, and how I think 2 of the top players are going to play, would you go with the Eagles as a 3.5-point favorite?
I would not. I just checked the Picks and Parlays app to make sure the line was 3.5 and not 3, so I feel even better about Seattle here to keep this stretch and run going for me. I just think the Eagles are very worn out. I think they're a fatigued team. I think going to the Super Bowl last year, typically the team that loses has a Super Bowl hangover. It's documented. You could go year by year. The Bengals were an exception to the rule last year. A couple Patriots teams also were kind of not typically what we see. But look at their schedule, who they've played, how daunting this has been for them. They have trailed in their last 6 games at halftime. I mean, they are just beaten down. Their defense has really, really, really struggled this year. Nowhere close to the unit it was last season when they led the league in sacks. Jalen Hurts looks injured to me. You just hit on it, Hannah, with A.J. Brown. The last few games, there's been a disconnect there. And Smith is going to come back with a week of rest, with all 3 of those wide receivers at home with the 12th man in prime time. Seattle needs the game, too, at 6-7 to be that last wild card team. I'm taking them. I think the Eagles are going to lose the game, but I'd rather be safe and take the 3.5 points. So ride with me again on the Seahawks, another underdog bet.
I would say with the way Jalen Hurts can rally back, sometimes that taking that 3.5 is definitely the better bet in this one, because you can't really ever count the Eagles out. Like you said, they may trail, but they'll come back and they'll have you up against the fences till the end.
Better beware to go against me on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it's not a smart play, which is why I decided I'd go with the prop bet, and maybe I'll just ride this one out and just hope the passing yards and, more importantly, A.J. Brown gets a lot of looks in this one. This is Picks and Parlays Bettors Edge. I'm Hannah Mears. That's Andrew Fillipponi. If you want Craig Trapp's picks and the rest of our handicappers, everything is over on that Picks and Parlays app.